adverse impact on your uncle for now. Make yourself comfortable.
You don't need these notes, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my name is Tom Dirksen. My parents were Tom Dirksen and Mildred Dirksen. Dad was twin brother to Senator Everett M. Dirksen, a younger brother to Benjamin Harrison Dirksen. Well, I mentioned Latin a while ago. Leela Lockett was my teacher the second year. I took Latin from Miss Thaler first and second semester, 3 D's and an E for the final exam. That's the lowest passable grade you could get without getting a flunk. Latin 1, Latin 2, switched to Miss Lockett. Latin 3, 3 D's and an E. And the Latin 4, I was 2 D's going toward the third one. Coming out the door of the classroom, here stands Miss Lockett, bidding us goodbye for the day. She always had kind of a cape thing with a little cameo brooch. It was a pretty little brooch. Mild-mannered, I have never heard her in class raise her voice. She had that command about the class. She says, "Tommy?" Tommy. I thought I outgrew that in 6th grade. Only the relatives called me Tommy. "I taught your uncle, you know." Oh? She had been a teacher in the old high school and moved into the new high school, which is the one that is now gone. And she had been there forever. And she taught Uncle Everett. She says, "Do you know he used to carry a little book, little tablet?" No. And he'd hear a word he didn't know and he'd write it in there. And he'd use that word until it was his word. Then he'd get another word and he'd work on that one. No, I didn't know that. Well, anyway, I got a B that 6-week period. That lady loved me into a B. And I got 2 D's, a B, and an E on the exam. But I got a B. She retired during my summer where I was about to become a sophomore at Bradley. They had a retirement party. A big retirement party, and Uncle Everett was the speaker. Now, as a college student, I knew everything. He's going to spend all that money flying in here to give a 10-minute talk. That's a big waste of money. I was right indignant. I didn't tell anybody, okay? And he came in, he gave the talk, I was there. I vaguely remember it. And life went on. And Jane and I are married. The kids and I were up at my sister's visiting. We were up there and she says, "Tommy," she gets away with it. "Did you ever see the letters Uncle Everett sent back from France?" "No." "Well," she went and got them. And it seemed like almost every other letter mentioned Miss Lockett. I thought, well, how about that? She's writing to the servicemen. Isn't that nice? There's an association there. No wonder the guy gave the speech.
Yeah.
Now, if you will go back home to Pekin, go down to the library to the rare books room. It won't take you long to find it. It's the kind of book that you put out at your wedding, at somebody's funeral. People put signatures. And I'm down there looking up history, genealogy, and here's this book. And I thought, what's this funeral book doing in here? It was the book that people signed when they came to Miss Lockett's retirement party. I sat there for 2 hours looking through the signatures. I signed it. I don't remember signing. Uncle Everett signed it. Half of Pekin signed that book. And beside everybody's name who graduated PCHS was the year that they graduated. And here's my name, class of 49. She went through that. That whole book was filled to capacity. The inside of the covers and the margins, people scratched to find a place to put that name. I thought that was the greatest thing going.